Hello, YouTube. It's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. And we are back and live and trying to figure out when Kaspa's going to pump after this Crescendo update. I don't know what's going on. We've been waiting for months for the Crescendo update to roll out. It finally came out and we are at 10 BPS, but there is no change in the price action. So let me know what you guys think. And when do you think the price is going to start pumping again? So let me know in the comments what you guys think, or when do you think it's going to start to run up? But of course, it's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the Black Tiger Miner Crypto News Network. So, also, just on a side note, so I have been mining Kaspa on KS0 Pros, and I might get that KS Lite. But for some reason, I've been solo mining. And up until maybe 3 or 4 days before the Crescendo update, none of the solo miners actually hit anything. And then after the reduction, which is weird, they went from 55 per block reward down to 5. And then all of a sudden, all my miners hit, which was weird. Like, I don't know why. First off, I don't know why. How'd you go from 55 down to 5? And I would almost think to believe, right? I'm not a conspiracist, but I'm almost thinking that it got held out until the update was finished. So I don't know. But let me know if any guys are mining and if you guys noticed that as well. Everything kind of stopped for the upgrade, which is possible, right? They might have been working on something. And then once the upgrade was complete, they pushed out the rest of the miners for the rest of the block reward. But let me know what you guys think about that. And we're going to get to the spotlight. So turn on the spotlight and see. But don't forget to sign up for the Black Tiger Miner uh, Twitter page, right? On the Twitter feed. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to sneeze. But make sure you sign up for the Black Tiger Miner Twitter page to stay current on events and crypto news. So this is with Turbo. We have an AMA with Stealth EX next Thursday. So a week from today, actually. And this is shout out to Konan of Kaspa, the top dog on Kaspa KRC20 tokens. You can see here we are up 63.64%. And it's been a minute since Conan has been running. So I'm actually pretty excited that it's back pumping. Let me know what you guys think about your KRC20 tokens. And we will go from there. Sorry. Still got draw all of a sudden. And let's see here. Keeping it moving. This is Kaspa is the future of money. It is the cryptocurrency of the future, the era of outdated technology such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance is about to end. The Kaspa era is now beginning. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. Just looking at something real quick. I think we hit the wrong. Oh my God. Anyway, uh, 10 BPS Kaspa, Bitcoin, crypto, and Ethereum. Um, This is Kaspa calls. Why Kaspa smart contracts? So maybe that's what they're waiting on for the pump, right? The Kaspa smart contracts. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Uh, I took a close look at X posts from people who speak negatively about Cass. In my opinion, there are only uh, there are only three types of people left in crypto. Test enthusiast, excited about tech enthusiasts, technology, and understand what's needed in crypto. Let's call them techies, maxis, fell in love with one coin and ignore all other facts. No matter the achievement of other projects, they're always better. Other opinions are not accepted. Gamblers don't care about tech. They want to get rich overnight. Patience none. Holding a coin longer than a day impossible. They live for the day, trading, leverage trading, and meme coins are high liquidity chains. Solana, Ethereum, how or why something worked doesn't matter. It's about satisfying their gambling addiction. Most techies are already in cash. This pool is tough to expand. Maxis are extremely hard to convince. Casp is fishing here, but not getting far. Gamblers, the largest investment group right now, Casp is uninterested to them. You have to hold for years to see huge profits. We can't fish in this pool. Smart contracts will change that with DEX, fund style platforms, and tons of meme coins. People will start gambling on cash, and then they'll realize how well and easy cash works. We have to accept most people in crypto aren't interested in tech. Smart contracts will open the door for cash to reach this investment group and bring tons of new people. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the gamblers will help push cash? I'm kind of on the fence about that one, actually. Yesterday marked the greatest breakthrough in blockchain history, yet still silent. It just no headlines, no applause for some suits who claim to be champion innovators. No acknowledgement from the institutions that dominate crypto disclosure to overlook the decentralized protocol scaling at L1 in real time, all while maintaining securities and fairness of proof of work. CAS is a revolution, the embodiment of decentralization. When will the rest of the world wake up? That's what I'm wondering too, because we've been waiting for a long time for this Crescendo update, and I didn't even see a single news article about it, right? Nobody's talking going on. I think that has to do with the price action, right? Nobody's even talking about it. With that massive update, I was thinking there would be some kind of movement on it, at least, right? Not a whole lot of nothing. So let me know in the comments, when do you think we'll have more adoption for Casper? Study Casper. It's your choice after all. No thanks. No thank you. I want to stay poor. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But I think that's how people feel. I mean, I don't know that they're even concerned. Casa, the Ethereum upgrade, still garbage. Uh, and I think the Ethereum upgrade happened yesterday, right? So let me know what you guys think about that. Still serialized, still layer 2 dependent, still gas choked with MEV rigged, still no native scalability, still fragile finality. I don't know what that means. Kaspa, meanwhile, 10 to 100 BPS native as L1, finality in seconds, parallel blocks, zero roadblocks, POW, proof of work pruning. That means that they prune the ones that aren't really doing much or orphaned, I think. No staking cartel, real tech, real throughput. So I do think Kaspa is leaps and bounds ahead of Ethereum, but I'm not a real big Ethereum fan because of the fees. If you pay half in fees, then you actually get in tokens. It's only a matter of time before people get fed up with that, right? Kaspa community sentiment surges after Crescendo update. Following the recent Crescendo update, Kaspa has a noticeable rise in positive community sentiment. The successful implementation of the new feature and continued development have strengthened confidence in the project's direction and long-term potential. Cash will be listed on crypto.com confirmed. So let me know if you guys heard that news. I just happened to come across this on Twitter, but I haven't been able to validate it. So let me know if you guys have validated or if anybody has verified that Casper will be on crypto.com. Crescendo hard fork is successful and the network is running flawlessly. This is a historic moment where Kaspa has pushed past the boundaries of what was previously thought to be impossible. I'm proud to have been a significant part in the efforts. Michael Sutton. Da, da, da. Crescendo hard fork successful and the network is running. Now Crescendo post block means we are completely past the transition region. So the network is expected to behave completely in the 10 BPS capacity. For the next few days after the fork, we have to monitor a few things to verify that that they are all still working. These are DAA reactivated accurate block rates over long periods, pruning point movement, IBD after several pruning periods, and of course, all the above are working as expected. It's my honor to declare the Crescendo hard fork a success. That's great. Now, when are we going to get the price behind it? So this is uh, Kaspa node public solo mining via the Kaspa bridge. I think you can create a node locally and then solo mine to that node. I was doing it previously, but I need to make sure. Well, actually, I had it on a laptop and I can't get the laptop back up. So I have to reset it up and go from there. But let me know if any of you guys are solo mining on your Kaspa node. So this is the Kaspa Grafana. I actually use Grafana too. Kind of interesting. So this is average hash rate, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 29.9 terahash, 26.4 terahash, 22.9 terahash, 972 petahash. Hash rate and the difficulty is 47.7 petahash. Just kind of go through this. Participation by blocks, participation by shares, worker hash rate. I think this is actually pretty cool. And I'll put this in the description if you guys want to check that out. So this is what is this? Kaspa.com. So we got Nacho, 12.6% market cap. And Zale is back up to number 2 because Zale dropped. I don't know what happened. I checked and nobody actually understood why it went down to come back up. This PP Casp is down 5. Kango is up 3. Kaspi is up 4 to 3.9 mil won. Kasper 2.9 mil won. Konan is up 63% to 555,000. So shout out to the Konan and Kaspa. I know you guys are going crazy over there. KREX is 330K. So keeping it moving. This is the Kaspa FYI dashboard. So we can see here, TPS is 8.6, 8.7. BPS is 10 BPS. Kaspa's back at 9 cents, up 7.4%. The hash rate dipped because it was back at terahash? It's back down to petahash at 960.4, 91.08% mine. Next reduction is 27 days down to 5.19 cash per block reward. And this is freaking ridiculous. I don't know if you guys are mining or if you guys are into this, but you guys went from 55 to 5. What happened to like 20 and 30 and started solo mining? And then I realized it might be better just to regular mine because solo mining, you only get 5 cash per block reward, which is crazy, right? Unless the price of Kaspa goes up, it's going to be a fire sale on Kaspa miners pretty soon. We'll check top addresses, see if our experimental, possibly maybe Binance address is back buying. So we'll see here. Uh, 524,474 total addresses. That's not holders, that's just addresses. You can have multiple addresses on one person, right? Because I think I got at least 7 addresses. So addresses are not unique per person. I think like nodes and different wallets, and I got addresses everywhere. So currently, Crabs is up 11 in the last 24 hours, down 3 in the last hour. Octopus is up 24 in the last 24 hours, down 7 in the last hour. Fish is down 2 in the last hour, up 12 in the past 24 hours. Dolphin is up 14 in the last 24 hours. No change in the last hour. We lost 2 sharks in the last 24 hours. Added 2 whales. So I wonder if these sharks just pushed up and became whales. No change with the humpback. And Aquaman is still here. So let's check the top addresses and see if there's any changes. So it looks like, what? Mexi lost 21 million CASP? That's weird. No change with this guy. 725 mil won. Uphold added 477,000 CASP. No change with this guy. This guy added 1.5 million. Gate.io added 1.5 million. MyBit added 3.4 million. BitGet added 994,000. We'll look at just the changes. So Uphold added, we got that 444,000. Gate.io is 1.5 million. This guy lost 8.2 mil won. Bybit lost 3.4 million. BitGet added 994,000. This guy lost 30,000. This guy added 472,000. This guy lost 300,000. And KuCoin lost 1.3 mil won. So that's interesting. Now over to KRC20 tokens. So on KRC20, zeal is up 14%. I'm glad I picked that zeal up when I did. Nacho is up 4%. Konan of Kaspa is up 62. I'm gonna have to reach out to these guys. I know there's a party brewing over there because they have been stuck for a long time. Kasper is down. Is that 4%? Cairo is up 8%. So top gainers is Conan of Kaspa. That's the top dog. If you don't already know, it's the top dog on Kaspa. Kiki's up 19%. Cable, you guys can't see it because I can barely see that. Cobalt 18%. Zeal up 14%. Cairo up 8%. Somebody mentioned that the zeal will be migrating over to the L2. So let me know what you guys see. Nacho up 4% to 12.5 mil won. Zeal up 14% to 9.1 mil won. PPKS is down 2% to 6.4 million. Tango up 4% to 6.3 million. Kaspi up 4% to 3.9 million. Kasper down 4% to 2.8 million. Doge up 5% to 2 million. Kiki is up 19% to 824,000. Konan of Kaspa is up 62% to 655,000. Past BTCs down 2%, 400,000. Croak down 5% to 456. KREX down 1%. Dog K is down 9%. Font is down. And I'm going to keep it moving. Where are we? This is the Kaspa nodes addresses, and we're seeing. Actually, let's look here. So geographic coverage is 15% of world countries. U.S. nodes will make 30.2% of the nodes. Distribution score is 86. Node density is 7.2 nodes per country. Most dense region is Europe with 133 nodes, and Kaspa is currently in, let me see, tripping, 30 countries. So let's see what the year, what happened. Okay, I got to scroll back up. Hello. Guess we'll come out of Italy. So it's like there's 15 nodes here. Where is this? Germany. Yes, Germany has the most nodes. And this is in the US. Let's see what's going down. Just like out east. Yeah, it looks like this guy. Where is this? Matches. Look at that. Where is that at? Fairfield, USA? I don't even know. Where is Mass? What? I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. We're gonna keep it moving. So this is the Cast Bay application, the website. And if you see here, there's a lot of links, pretty much everything you need for KS0, and anything else you're looking for will be here. So let me know if you guys are using this page. So there's a Castware wallet, Kaspa KSPR wallet. I think this is the command line wallet, KDX wallet, Caspium wallet, Kaspa FYI, and the Kaspa Block Explorer, and then your KRC20 resources and bridges and the utilities and the social site. So pretty much everything you need Kaspa wise is here. These are all the tokens and shopping. And you can buy miners and ASICs. So pretty much everything is here. So this is the Kaspa Media. I just actually started looking at this. So Bitcoin Vegas is May 27th to the 29th. I always forget about these. I wish I would know ahead of time. Kaspa Crescendo, Caspian Litros, and Faceless Faces. What? In the week of Weekly Night, this week we discussed the long-awaited release of the Crescendo hard fork upgrade. Jonathan's most recent articles, the possibility of Faceless Face renaming Kaspa's smallest unit to Letras, I guess. Interesting. This is the Kaspa.org, the Kaspa Ambassador Program. I guess I can reapply. I applied a while ago, but let's check to see. So currently, Kaspa's up 7.2% to uh, a 2.5 billion market cap. 24-hour trading volume is 71.6 mil won, up 11.8%, 12.8%. And I was going to look at the Kaspa trading view, but we'll come back to that. This
Why didn't Kaspa
first
pump on
video,
Crescendo? What?
a main man Freeman Finance. Let's see what he has to say.
10 blocks per second overrated. I can't tell you how many people have been in my comments disappointed that Kaspa didn't pump. Well, everyone, listen up. You have to stop expecting pumps off of hype. Those never, ever last. What we need is pumps off of real data, real utility. In this video, I'm going to detail what Crescendo was, but I'm going to go over 3 very important.
Trying to get the volume up a little bit here. For some reason, this thing always turns the dang volume down. I don't understand how this always happens. Why is the volume always so low? Let me see. Where is it? See if we can find this real quick. No, volume. That's weird. It is up. I don't know what the. It's weird.
Important things that will get us to a very high price of Caspa. I'm talking 5, 10, $20 cast in the near future, guys. It's going to be a great video, one that you won't want to miss if you need a deep understanding of what's about to come with the evolution of Caspa. Guys, it's going to be a great video. I love you all. This is never financial advice. Before we dive into Caspa, guys, I always get this feeling the market's going to go down, the market's going to go up. That is why I use BitUnix to futures trade, guy, just like right here. I'm seeing this top on BTC, want to open up a short with a tight stop loss, guys. Futures can be very dangerous, but it can be very profitable. If you want to get 20% back on your futures deposit, use the promotional link down below. No pressure, but let's take a look at this because, yeah, as we can see right here, Crescendo's hard fork happened, but Kaspa's still under 10 cents and everybody's crying. Guys, I'm going to change your mindset in this video. We've got to get away from wanting news to pump something, whether it's the president tweeting or it's a new meme coin, whatever. Hype can't pump things. Real world utility, real usage has to pump things. This is going to take time for Kaspa. This is not going to be something that happens overnight. When we come over here, I want to show you some data on Solana, and we are trending a couple things right here. Total value locked, which is money within the ecosystem, not necessarily money invested in Solana, but stable coins, all of that. Okay. That is right here in the blue. When we take a look at the most important one, the magenta, this is a volume, and then you can see the token price. So as the volume on the network went up, the price of the token went up. This happened last bull run. It happened this bull run. What does that mean? People having to buy Solana to use the ecosystem, whether it's DEXs, whether it's the wallets, anything. So what does that mean? When is Kaspa going to pump? Kaspa is going to pump when we have utility. Right now, Kaspa is just, even though it is the perfect money, in my opinion, it is just the foundation at 10 blocks per second, but it's the best foundation cryptocurrency has ever seen because the promises, everything we've been looking at here on Freeman Finance and Crypto, the 10 blocks per second, baby, we are live. 10 blocks per second. It's a beautiful thing, but what is holding the price back? And this is not a bad thing, guys. What I'm about to say is not a bad thing. It's just proving my point that Kaspa is at the infancy. It's right here. 8 transactions per second. If you come over and take a look at what Solana's doing, they're doing thousands of transactions per second. So that's why the price of Solana is more. This is not a lot of transactions at all. So now that I've laid the groundwork that we are at the foundation of Kaspa, even though a lot of us have been here the last couple years, we are still a baby just beginning to walk. So what has the ecosystem already built out that is going to grow a lot when this other utility comes. And then what is that utility, guys? Let's get into it right here. There is already KRC20s, which have brought in demand. Whenever we have seen Kaspa pumps in the past, a lot of it is whenever KRC20 launched. A lot of people were buying Kaspa in order to swap into other tokens. That's when we had the high of 20 cents last year because the demand was there. So KRC20s, whether it's my favorite Croak, whether it's Nacho, whatever it is, all of these are going to benefit when people are having to buy Kaspa to swap into that. And the same thing over here with NFTs. This is Caspunk, just happens to be the most popular NFT collection there. But this is the same thing. People will have to buy Cas to swap into that. But right now, the demand's not there. As we can see right here, Nacho, the #1 meme coin over on Kaspa. There's only 12 million, guys. Solana crappers do that in a couple hours. That is absolutely nothing. But the next thing that we need is a Uniswap or a Phantom wallet that has connection to Jupiter. We need a decentralized exchange. And in order for that to come, we have to have smart contracts. But that is the very, very next thing. But something that is launching very, very soon is this Zealous. That's what the Zeal token is. Their token right here, #2, which is still only an $8.5 million market cap. When you look at Uniswap, it's huge. When you look at Orca, they're huge over there on Solana, guys. But this is, as it says right here, the first automated market maker based DEX built for the Kaspa ecosystem. This is their X right here. I recommend everyone go on and give them a follow. I posted a comment the other day and said, when is it ready? They said they're going under testing right now, but the whole application is pretty much developed. But once that's developed, it's great. It's a way to swap directly in from Kaspa into KRC20. Now, I don't believe it's the type of DEX like we are used to over on Uniswap because smart contracts aren't there, but it is going to be a huge outlet for people. But the next thing that we need is to grow the total value locked via liquidity. And when we look at liquidity, the biggest ones in the market are USDT stablecoins sitting at 150 billion. And then over here is USDC sitting at $62 billion. We need stable coins. That's dollars that can directly flip into Kaspa and therefore make our chart look just like this right here, guys. You see, we've got to build utility. We're right here on Kaspa. We're at this ground level right now, guys. And I'm just so ready for it to explode. But trading meme coins is fun and a DEX is great, but we also need an oracle. We need a way to bring price feeds from other chains in order to build decentralized applications on Kaspa. That is one of the #1 things that we need to build out this entire ecosystem. So when you come over here and you look at something like Pith on Solana, that's exactly what it does. It brings all this price data from other chains. This is the way that we get data for real world applications, whether it's artificial intelligence or it's real world assets. If you want to find out what houses in the neighborhood sold for, you need to be able to go to the Web2 internet and bring that data on chain. And all of that is done through an oracle. As you can see, PIS description right here, real time market data anywhere, anytime. So, guys, I just wanted to calm people down because I've had a lot of people blowing me up saying Kaspa didn't pump. People thought Kaspa was going to fly to new all time highs. Guys, this is just news. There was no buy the rumor. There was no sell the news. There was no sell the rumor, buy the news. None of it happened because it is a nothing burger for the price. But it is the ultimate foundation for what we need. And I know that's not what everyone wants to hear, but I'm more bullish on Kaspa right now, today, with a successful hard fork in 10 blocks per second than I've ever been. Because I've seen this before. I've seen this with Solana. I've seen the growth of Ethereum. And this is the same thing right now. The majority of people don't even know what Kaspa is, but we are right here at the infancy with under 10 cent per Kaspa, about to have a decentralized exchange coming, about to have a blowing up economy with KRC20, KRC721. We're going to have Oracle real world assets, artificial intelligence. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was Kaspa. But let me know, were you underwhelmed or is this what you expected?
So shout out to Freeman Finance and definitely underwhelmed, right? Where's the freaking price pump, man? Because we're doing it all live and we wanted some price action. I don't know what happened or why it's not pumping or what is going on or why nobody's even talking about it. 10 BPS is literally one of the fastest, if not the fastest, processors out here.
So
Why is
just made
there
blockchain history.
why is there not articles? Why is what is this? CoinDesk not talking about it, Coin Market Cap not talking about it. All of these crypto news articles, I guess, newspapers, whatever they are. Why is nobody talking about Kaspa and the Crescendo update? I'm gonna keep it moving. This is Ripto, I guess. Just a short video, so we'll see what he has to say.
So just made blockchain history, and I'm here just in time to tell you about it. On the 5th of May, the Crescendo hard fork went live, pushing Kaspa from 1 to 10 blocks per second. That's the times X speed upgrade on a proof of work chain, making it 6,000 times faster than Bitcoin. And it's still decentralized, still secure. Crescendo also unlocked features like convenience, transaction payloads, storage optimization, and smart contract support, all made possible thanks to the Rust rewrite and a year of testnet validation. No VC funding, no ICO, no pre-mine, just pure execution from a grassroots community that built a scalable, fair, and proof of work blockchain. And now Cas is faster than Solana, Cardano, and XRP on proof of work. Tech is ready. The world's just late to the party. Are you watching? Of course, this is my research. Do you own? And for more things crypto, give me a follow.
Trip. That was a quick little video. Shout out to what's that guy's name? Ripto, whatever it was. So this is
Hey guys,
another
welcome back to the
video
channel, and today
of went all day. This is why Kaspa is going to $5 in this crypto cycle. That would be very interesting, actually, buddy.
Kaspa
Let's see,
holders, welcome back to the
let's
Crypto
see what he has
CX
to
channel.
say
Let's take a look at what's really happening with the price of Kaspa right now. And
about
of course, we'll
$10. Let me see what do we got here. Yeah, so we'll try him, and then we'll go over to. Actually, let's run this guy first. Let's run my main man, Crypto Blocks. See what he's talking about, and then we'll come back to $5 Kaspa. And why is there no sound? That's weird. I just missed. Man, I hate when it does it. Why is there no sound here? This guy has sound in this video.
What's up, Crypto Crew, and
There you
welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, Kaspa's done it. Kaspa is running on 10 blocks per second. This is humongous. The Kaspa community knows it, the crypto ocean, and soon the world will follow. Yes, the price per Kaspa coin doesn't show it just yet. That's because adoption is still to happen. But the Crescendo hard fork was a success, and this is huge.
Shout out to the developers, shout out to the people that are working on the network, and shout out to the community. As it is official, the Crescendo hard fork is live. It was successful. Well, that means that Kaspa is now the fastest proof of work blockchain in the world. 10 blocks per second. Just to put it in perspective, okay? 10 blocks per second. Bitcoin does one every 10 minutes. Someone do the math on that and put it in the chat. We always talk about proof of work being the most secure, being the most decentralized. There's always problems, right? It's not really scalable. Well, you got 10 blocks per second. Kaspa can get some badass apps on there, get some builders in there, launch like 1, 2, or 3 really, really good, clean products, get some users in there, and you could start seeing the price of Kaspa really appreciate very, very quickly. So shout out to the team, and shout out to all the Kaspa holders. This is a big achievement. I know this has been a while coming, and so we're excited to see how this plays out and to see the growth that Kaspa has moving forward.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Now, before we continue, Crypto Crew, always remember to protect your crypto investments. Self-custody is key, especially during this 2025 bull run. In my personal opinion, the Tangem wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable option out there. So if you wish to order your Tangem wallet today, you can get 10% off using code Crypto Crew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
I really think the technology behind Kaspa is unique and is going to work in a cash-based system.
Crypto Crew, Kaspa is now the fastest proven crypto project in the game, and a proof of work crypto project at that. Kaspa on 10 BPS is a huge step, not just for Kaspa, but for the crypto ocean as a whole. Many people just don't understand it and or are sleeping on Kaspa. But those who are in Kaspa for a long time have been waiting for this moment for the longest. That's not even touching the catalysts that are incoming for Kaspa, smart contracts, which will allow more adoption and institutional adoption, including many billion, even trillion-dollar industries such as the energy sector.
Through the concept of proof of work, the concept of using this energy, you can prove that this whole chain is secure. And you need energy for that. So energy will be a basic part because this will all be the key to tokenization and to capture a whole market of like a gigawatt coin, something like that. This idea of this gigawatt coin was already an idea that was discussed 20 years ago in EFET, the European Federation of Energy Traders. We trade across Europe, for instance, from country to country, and we have to pay through banks. And there's a lot of cost related to this. And sometimes it even it creates problems like delay time, but also even errors of failures in the system. And they said, why don't all the traders create some kind of the common basis, like a coin? If we would have had the Kaspa 20 years ago, for sure, we would have taken this Kaspa. And we will want to build more or less a sort of ecosystem of the developers and the industry and all kind of professionals around this. So it is, at the end of the day, this KII is a matter of cooperation, partnership, connecting people, connecting companies, connecting countries, connecting continents. I would make a call of action, actually, to all of us. If we like this idea of Kaspa, we like the idea to bring Kaspa into the field, into the industry, then let's go for it and really fight for it. And if people come and tell you this will not happen, it is possible, and we are going to make it happen.
Stable coins, which is going to be booming probably soon.
Stablecoins are overtaking Visa and MasterCard, definitely for sure, and the trend is unstoppable. These two are actually from the Visa website, the Chang on-chain analytics. The total supply of USDT and the USDC, it already surpassed $210 billion in Q1, just last quarter. And the USDT-USDC transaction volume in the lower chart, you can see it's already passed 700 billion. It shows the strong indication of increasing adoption of stablecoins in the international trade. And we will see this number to be doubled this year. Banks are coming in as well. And with more clarity on the regulatory around the world, the frameworks, more and more banks are coming into this field to explore the stablecoins, either through the partnership with the existing issuers, or even try to launch the stablecoins by themselves.
Stablecoins represent a bridge between the familiar world of traditional finance and the exciting possibilities of Kaspa technology. So stablecoins are a unique solution for businesses that are hesitant to dive headfirst into sometimes volatile world of cryptocurrencies. And unlike traditional cryptos, stablecoins are designed to maintain a stable value. So this is typically achieved by pegging them to a reserve asset like the US dollar or a basket of other assets. This stability is what makes stablecoins so compelling for businesses and for exchanges. In 2023 alone, fiat-backed, traditional cash-backed stablecoins facilitated over crypto $7 trillion worth of transactions globally. So that's more than the value processed by MasterCard and PayPal combined. So this remarkable volume highlights the increasing demand for stablecoins, not just within the crypto community, but from businesses and institutions that are seeking a faster, more efficient, and more secure way to transact value and settle contracts.
I believe once Tether or Circle starts minting on the network, USDT or USDC, and exchanges start adopting the network for withdrawals and deposits. Because in the past year, Solana had no activity on the stablecoin network, and now it accounts for over half, and then Ethereum's 25%, Tron's 25%. Stablecoins on Kaspa are going to be more decentralized by multiples of magnitude than Solana, Ethereum, or Tron. It's going to be more secure by multiples of magnitude, mainly because they're all proof of stake. And then it's going to be even a lot faster than Solana or Tron. So there's going to be, once exchanges adopt deposit and withdrawal with the Kaspa network, and once USDT and USDC are on the network, there's going to be no reason to use any other network. The reason people still use Ethereum versus Solana, because it's slower and more expensive, is they think it's more secure. But once something more secure comes along, there's no reason to use Ethereum. Once something faster and cheaper comes along, there's no reason to use Solana or Tron. So my bold prediction is that the Kaspa network, probably within a year or two, is going to assume 70 to 100% of stablecoin transactions, which is $1 billion in volume per day.
At KI, we've recognized the transformative power of stablecoins, and we're already actively working with third parties to integrate stablecoins into the Kaspa ecosystem. And that'll leverage Kaspa's high scalability, low transaction fees to create a platform where stablecoins and stablecoin transactions are processed at minimal costs, and all of the security, transparency, and scalability superlatives that we've talked about in terms of Kaspa. So this is the future of payments, a future where businesses can move value globally with unprecedented ease and speed and security, all whilst harnessing the power of the decentralized financial system.
And tier 1 exchange listings. Again, shout out to the Kaspa dev team for getting us to Kaspa on 10 BPS, and shout out to you for your conviction. And our financial advice, of course, just my conviction. I share with conviction. But at the making of this recording, I believe we are super early in Kaspa. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean.
So shout out to my crypto crew. So this is, hello, bro. What up? They are. What do you think Kaspa's price 8 years from now? Hopefully 8 years from now. 8 years from now? Hopefully it's, I don't know, $20 to $50 a Kaspa. I don't know. That's a good question. But it should be relative. Actually, it might be over $100 per Kas, right? Once the block starts speeding up and people start adopting it. The big thing with Kaspa is nobody knows what it is, right? Once people start adopting it and it starts getting more used, I think that would trigger the actual adoption. So let's see here. I'm going to check this guy. Let me check to see if there's any new uploads. before we start that other video. It's me. No views, nothing. I don't know. Not a whole lot. That's what I'm saying. With Crescendo out here, why is no one talking about it? That's weird, right? It should be like thousands of videos out here. We'll try this guy, see what he's talking about.
We're going to be speaking about a little crowd favorite called Kaspa. This was one of our coins that we talked about on the channel for a very long time. We haven't talked about Kaspa in a good while, and I think there's a little bit of a good reason for that. It's struggling a lot at the moment, but we're going to talk about the long-term prospects of Kaspa, go through a bit of technical analysis regarding Kaspa, give you guys a price prediction on how I think Kaspa can do in the mid to long term. I think it's still got a great future ahead of it, but there's just a few like key warnings I want to let you guys know about, in my opinion. What's interesting about Kaspa is that it literally came out during the bear cycle. So this is one of the most interesting cryptos for me, because most cryptos are generally just kind of dormant or completely, in a way, dead the whole time until the crypto euphoria really comes in and pumps. However, Kaspa seemingly grew this entire kind of cult audience, or people that are really fans of the technology, during this 2022-2023 phase. That's when most of the gains were made, right? Now, I want to talk about why it's struggling so much. What happened to Kaspa? Why hasn't it really taken off in this bull market? And, you know, potentially what are the reasons behind that? What my first and foremost opinion is about why Kaspa never truly took off this bull cycle. Like, yes, it was doing great here in July 2024, but it never really went to the levels we thought were possible, like $1, $5, $10, right? All these crazy price predictions. I think people just got bored. In this cycle, simply, it has just been so ADHD about getting in and out of coins. I'm sure you guys are aware. Some of you people that are in the market a lot more than others have realized there's been a massive shift between holding coins and just hopping in and out and day trading all these kind of Solana meme coins. And people have seen all the gains that have been happening in the Solana trenches and getting in low market cap coins, selling them off all the time. Oh, this coin that did nothing for a month, let's just sell it off. That's kind of the way crypto has been happening for the last couple of years, right? We've seen a lot of scams. We've seen a lot of meme coin release fails. I mean, they can be grouped under scams as well. But I think that's kind of just where we are in the market. People stopped caring about technology. It was just about getting in and out of quick projects. But what I think the long-term prospects are for Kaspa, inevitably there will be a utility-based run in crypto, in my opinion. This generally happens just before the end, like before the euphoria pump. There seems to be this utility-based pump where Ethereum, all these new layer 2s are pumping, and all these things that people actually can use, right? Or has some form of utility. So Kaspa, we've talked about the block DAG protocol behind it and how it works. You know, it says it here. Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So guys, that is a massive big deal, right? So Kaspa essentially, in a way, is exactly like Bitcoin, but better. That's kind of the premise of Kaspa. It's decentralized. There's no pre-mine in it or anything like that. So exchanges had to buy Kaspa to be able to list it, like have their own supply and be able to, you know, let people withdraw or deposit or whatnot. But that's the interesting thing about Kaspa. It's very useful in that kind of sense. Like there's no kind of cabal behind Kaspa who owns all this supply. And if they do, they bought it on the open market, right? So a lot of these things are going unnoticed in the market. But the reality is, guys, this is one of the most decentralized and fully functional layer ones. Like this is super big, top-notch stuff. And this is why it became so big in the bear market. However, like I said, guys, ever since that kind of bear market phase kind of ended, like, yeah, we did have kind of bullish times up here, right? It never really exploded like it should have. Like, let's be honest, guys, it was how much in market cap down here, like during the bear market times, over $1 billion market cap. You're expecting for when people start getting into the bull market again, that this is going to go to 50, 100 billion in market cap. And a lot of investors are probably really bored or sick of what's happening in Kaspa. But think about the reality, guys. How many people would have been invested in Kaspa since back here in November 2023? It's been a very long time since then, guys. So a lot of people have gotten frustrated, bored with Kaspa when you see all these other things in the market pumping, and Kaspa just hasn't really moved, or it's even gone down from these timeframes. So it's very interesting looking at this, and you can't really blame people that have lost conviction or sold and they don't care anymore. But I want to talk about why I think Kaspa can still really do well. So let's just go to the daily time frame here on the Kaspa graph, and I'll give you guys some key resistance and support levels for Kaspa and why I think it might actually be the time to buy in soon, and I think it could be primed for a takeoff. I think we've got a good thing on our shoulders here. Historically, guys, honestly, there's been a lot of support for Kaspa at this 10-cent region. We've seen a common trend. Yes, they did break the level here, but I think that's when the market was just getting completely obliterated. That's going to happen with pretty much any crypto at that point in time, right? So we do have this key level at this kind of 10-cent, 11-cent mark. So what I'm thinking is going to happen, guys, if we get some nice confirmation in the market, like Bitcoin keeps exploding up, you've got Ethereum and Solana moving, all these key layer ones, I think we're going to have this choppy action and slowly make an ascend. And when alt season hits, guys, and Ethereum starts making those all-time highs like we've been talking about on the channel, that's what we've always waited for. Ethereum's just done nothing the whole time. I think we're going to see this type of price action and potentially see a really parabolic rally for Kaspa soon. Because I truly do believe, guys, that Kaspa has been so undervalued. I mean, what crypto can run to about 2 or 3 billion in market cap essentially through a bear market? It's unheard of, guys. And to see it not even take off really during the bull market phase, it doesn't make much sense to me. So when I think this utility-based run comes, I think it's actually inevitable that Kaspa sees a massive, massive run up, guys. This support trend line is a massive trend for it. I mean, guys, we didn't break any of those key levels, like I said, until Bitcoin started going under 75,000 again. It got absolutely smashed in January and February, right? But then ever since then, it's kind of recovered. But why I think this is a key point to buy in at, or at least if it kind of reaches that 10-cent mark and we get confirmation that we're pushing above this level here, the trend line, I think, guys, go long on Kaspa and you're going to make a boat ton of money, guys, in my opinion, because I don't think we've really seen this utility-based run, guys. Think about anything that's pumped or made money in this market: speculative AI, meme coins, just rug pulls, Solana trenching. These are the ways people have made money. If we kind of pivot towards these high quality utility coins, in which I truly actually do believe Kaspa is, guys. There's a lot of talk out there, like people think, oh, this has so much utility. No, guys, Kaspa is actually truly useful and utility based in the sense that, like it says here, fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer one in the world. So a lot of Bitcoin maxis actually do like Kaspa and what it stands for. It's not like Solana when it's kind of controlled by a central authority, the network goes down and whatnot. There's a lot of congestion. Kaspa has actually seemingly solved all this. You know, it's super quick, guys. Like I said, the main thing here is the decentralization of it. There's not this whole central authority looking to make so much money and profit from it. It's kind of just out there, guys. Like, I really do like this project. I've talked about it on the channel for a long time. There's always a massive community behind Kaspa. And this is what I'm saying is the bull market case for Kaspa. Guys, they have their own wallet there as well. Obviously, you can download your Caspian wallet. So yeah, guys, on the website here is all of Kaspa's pros. And like I said, I'm not the most tech savvy person in crypto. I don't know all the ins and outs of the technology, guys. All I know is I know a good thing when I see it. I've had many years of investment experience within crypto, and Kaspa has, for me, been one of the most impressive kind of coins that has come about in the last few years. Like I said, there's a reason why it pumped during a full-blown bear cycle. I mean, that's when the community came about for Kaspa. And like I said, the decentralization about it is just amazing, because that's what you need in a thriving crypto. You need people to ensure that it wasn't kind of set up from the start. People don't like all these cabal coins where the team has 15, 20, 30% of the coins and they're going to dump them eventually, right? So Kaspa is an open market. There was no pre-mine. And like it says here, fastest transactions, beautiful. Instant confirmation, beautiful. Better than Bitcoin. Scalability about it, absolutely beautiful. Proof of work, this is very important. Proof of work is provably more safe than proof of stake. I know a lot of people like proof of stake. It's definitely like cheaper and whatnot, but proof of work is definitely safer. Security, block DAG, like I said, the first block DAG technology to be implemented. So there's just so much about Kaspa. These exchanges have already listed it. There's a huge community behind it. And I think it's only a matter of time, guys, before that utility-based crypto run comes. You just kind of have to be patient at this point in time. Yes, it can be boring. Yes, it can be disappointing when you see someone make 10, 50, 100x on crypto meme coins like we even do on the channel, right? We talk about them predominantly because that's been the way to make money this time around. But in saying that, Kaspa has its place, guys. One time, there's going to be a time where all these utility-based coins actually pump and people might even start using Kaspa in the real world. It's essentially just a better Bitcoin, guys. I know I'll get a lot of slack for saying that. And Bitcoin definitely has its value for everyone, like the nostalgia, the first mover in the space. But this is essentially what Bitcoin was back in the day, right? So if we're having a long-term investment in Kaspa, it's still only 2.3 billion in market cap. I don't see why it can't surpass XRP's current market cap. I really don't, guys. Like, why is XRP, even Ethereum, like it really could, guys, but XRP 125 billion in market cap, don't have a problem with XRP, but there's no reason why that much money couldn't come into Kaspa if it gets the whole kind of marketability about it. People start talking about it and grouping it in with the top cryptos. Absolutely no doubt Kaspa can get up there. So this is the bullish case for Kaspa and why I actually do believe that Kaspa can reach easily $5 in this run, even upwards of $10. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Like, is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. But I can see a world where it happens, guys. Like, that's all it simply is. I'm not making this video saying, oh, this is guaranteed going to happen, right? But I see a world where this can happen and people don't understand how easily market caps can actually move, right? So I want to make an example of XRP and how much money can actually flow into things and why market caps are a little bit of a lie. So on this date, November 6, 2024, the XRP market cap was 29 billion. If you're not sure what market caps are, essentially it's a theoretical value of how much kind of value is stored in the project, right? Or in the coin. And if you go from October 26, 2024, it was 28 billion in market cap. You go to here, January, and it was essentially 200 billion market cap. So that's like a 7x, guys. And this happened in like a month or two, right? Maybe 3 if you want to call it 3 months. 3 months to bring in over 100 billion in market cap, like 150 billion in market cap. It's absolutely insane. Like, that's what I'm saying, guys. You think, oh, where can this money come from? But if no one's selling the asset and people want it and the demand becomes super huge, it goes absolutely parabolic, guys, because there's such little people selling it and no one wants to sell it for a lower price. So it drives the value up so fast before you believe it. So this is why I think Kaspa can actually really surprise people still. Everyone's thinking, oh, it's barely touched 5 billion and now it's down and blah, blah, blah. It's finding it so hard to get growth. I'm telling you guys, just a few things go right for Kaspa and it will absolutely explode. So let me know, guys, what you think of Kaspa down in the comments down below. Let me know if you've been disappointed by the price action. Maybe you're happy with it. You know, you just see it as a long-term investment and you know where it's going. You're confident in it. Me personally, I can see it going between $5 to $10 in the somewhat near future, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen today, tomorrow, next month, or next year potentially, but I know for a fact that if a utility-based crypto run comes, people are going to get on board Kaspa and realize just how crazy the technology is, guys. So I'll absolutely love to hear from you guys in the comments. Let me know what you think of Kaspa and whether I should cover Kaspa more often. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
All right, so I guess that'll be it for today. Let's see if there's another quick video. If not, we can shut it down. But as he mentioned, this is 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes? 4 minutes. I guess we'll check out, shout out to Cat Daddy real quick. And is Conan going to be the biggest money maker in the KRC20 coins? Brad, I hope so. And it's also down. So if it does pull up, let's see. Yeah, it's still pumping. Let me refresh this. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But Conan was down big, right? It was, what is that? 4 zeros, 149, and it's up to 4 zeros, 232. Let's see, 7-day chart. Yeah, see, it was down here for a long time in my chart, right? It was here, 188, and it came all the way down to 111, and now it is got up to, was that 252, and coming down again. So there's definitely plenty of room to work. Let's play this quick video from Cat Daddy. I hope the sound is up. I don't know why my sound is weird today, but I will have the usual turbo turn up later. So let's see if we can.
Know what I need you to do. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay up to date with news around Kaspa and Kaspa's ecosystem, as well as the rest of the crypto market. Subscribe and like this video. Let's get it. A lot of buzz today on social media, on X in particular, about Crypto.com offering Kaspa on their platform. Now, I saw this and actually went on to my own personal Crypto.com account and tried to buy Kaspa. And I'm going to show you exactly if this is true or if it's not true in a second. Now, I searched Crypto.com and Kaspa on Google. And even AI Overview says Crypto.com offers Kaspa trading and displays its price and other metrics. And then it goes on to explain what Kaspa is. And then this is the part of the website that everybody's talking about here. It's got an introduction to Kaspa, what it is, and then how to buy it via, bank transfer with a card or with Google Pay. And it blatantly says here that on Crypto.com, click the buy panel to search and select Kaspa. In the Crypto.com mobile app, search for Kaspa by typing Kaspa into the search bar. When Kaspa appears in the results, tap it, open up the purchase screen. Use the number pad to input the amount of local currency to spend. The app will automatically convert that into Kaspa amount. Users can tap arrow buttons to the right of the dollar amount to switch the number of equivalent amount of Kaspa. Anyways, so it's claiming that you can actually buy Kaspa on their website, and the AI version of Google also says you can buy Kaspa. So I went over to my actual Crypto.com account, and I'm shrinking the page here so you guys don't see any of my personal information. But if you come up here to the search bar up above and type in Kaspa, it says no results for Kaspa. So it's not on there at all. And if we just type in Kas, you just get a cash network. And so I don't know what exactly is going on here, but you cannot buy Kaspa on Crypto.com at this point. Myth busted. Now, maybe there is a world where they are in the process of potentially listing it and they're getting everything ready. Although I would imagine they would list it and then put all this information on their webpage simultaneously or after the fact. Now, I don't know that for a fact, but I would say this. I do think Crypto.com is going to list Kaspa at some point, and I also think that they are a major wild card because nobody's talking about them, and it wouldn't surprise me if they came out of the woodworks and actually surprise listed without anybody thinking about it before any of these other exchanges did, because they've done that before with other cryptos, and price skyrockets when that happens, actually, because surprise listings are actually better than the anticipated listings because nobody's expecting it, right? And so you get a huge pump by the insiders and friends of the people who work at the exchange, who probably tell a certain amount of people that this is going to be listed, buy it now, sell it after the fact. I don't know. And then you're going to have people FOMO in afterwards because the surprise listing was a shock and they don't want to miss out. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. What I do know is that you cannot buy it on crypto.com right now, but I do think that by the end of this year, you will be able to. When that happens, I don't know, but I have told you guys in the past that I believe these exchanges are their businesses and they are waiting until market sentiment is better so that they can get that immediate return on their investment without really any more downside before we go into altcoin season, and they can make this a very profitable listing. That's just my take on it. So in the meantime, guys, continue to pack your damn bags before it's too late. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
So shout out to Cat Daddy. And don't forget to join us later today. I guess, what is this? 1 o'clock, 12:30ish? What is this? Yeah, probably 12:30 for our turbo turn up time. But as always, it's your main man BTM signing out. I just want to check this again real quick. Where is it? Check the dashboard, and then we'll check the KRC20 tokens before we log out. Kaspa's, oh, that's what we're missing. I know of something. Kaspa's up 8. What the? Okay. That's what we're missing, the crypto bubbles. So pretty much green. Peanuts up 40.8%. Mr. Miggles is up 28. Near's up 15. Ludan's up 60.3. Okay. Putty Penguin's up 38.5. Mog's up 44. Brett's up 40. Toshi's up 15. Fartcoin is up 20. Is this starting the altcoin rally? Nero's up 30. Pepe's up 24. Turbo's up 10. Archblock's up 9. Uniswap's up 12. AIZ BT's up 25. Yeah, Tech's up 15. I guess that's it. But yeah, just wanted to check. Let me see. Just KRC20s real quick, and then we'll log out. Why do I keep hitting the wrong? Where is it? So this is the KRC20 tokens. Zeal still number 1. Top gainer is still Konan, Nacho, Konan, Kasper, and Cairo. Kiki, Cappy, and Zeal. So let me know if you guys are into Zeal or Konan. We need to do another Konan video. But thanks for joining. It's your main man BTM signing out. Remember, let's get back to the money. And always be yourself and be weird. And lastly, stay dangerous. Miner out.